Rod? Rod?
Hello.
Hi.
Hey there. Do you hear any static in the line?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm getting.
Nothing.
I can hear it, but if you're not hearing it, that's okay.
Yeah, I'm not hearing any.
Yeah. Well, let's see.
That'll probably change when we go on the air, though.
Yeah. It'll be. This is the second game. Let's see. Sioux Falls won the first, and we're ahead in the second game, 15-14. So we may go at 6:40. We may not.
Okay.
It's what 6:24
4.
now. Yeah. Have to play by Washington tied it now, so we can play it by ear.
Okay.
doesn't help. Huh. Oh. There.
Got it?
That took care of all that static in my headset. I moved part of the equipment differently, and now it's fine. Okay. We're behind 20-18.
Okay.
Okay, it is over. And it's 6:30.
Yeah.
Let's go in about 5 minutes. 6:35 then.
6:35. All right.
Okay. Hi there. Less than 2 minutes.
All right.
One minute.
The following is a presentation of Dakota Radio Group Sports and DRGnews.com.
River 92.7 is proud to present coverage of Lady Gov Sports. To hear this broadcast online, log on to DRGnews.com. Now, with the pregame, here's the voice of the Govs and Lady Govs, Rod Fisher.
And tonight we're in Sioux Falls, Washington High School, entertaining the Pierre Lady Governors in volleyball. And Lady Gov Volleyball on River 92.7, your official home for Pierre Governor and Lady Governor Sports, is brought to you by Bank West, by Arby's, by Ramcota Hotel and Conference Center, by Montana Dakota Utilities, May Adams, First Dakota National Bank, Lynn's Dakota Mart, Fisher Rounds and Associates, and Pitts Corporation. Lady Gov Volleyball is brought to you by Edgewood Senior Living, Oahe Federal Credit Union, and TMA. By Pierre Care and Rehabilitation Center, Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota, Overhead Door, Dairy Queen, Avera Medical Group, and Beck Motors. And Lady Gov Volleyball is brought to you in part by Brittany Shufflebine Agency, LLC. And Lady Governor Volleyball is brought to you by these in-game sponsors, Potsapa State Farm Insurance, Smith Plumbing, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, Olson Plumbing, Envirotech, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection, Comtech, Coca-Cola Bottling, Light & Associates, Ameris Financial, McDonald, Donotics, Cowboy Country Stores, and Gales Gas Service. Well, a very good evening, everybody, from Sioux Falls, Washington High School. In Sioux Falls, it's the third-rated Sioux Falls Washington Warriors against the Pierre Lady Governors. Brady Roseland is your technical director back at the station. I'm Rod Fisher, and this is the pregame show. The pregame show is brought to you by Potsapa State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Let's listen to this from your friends at Potsapa State Farm Insurance, and then it's on with the pregame.
When a coach understands a player's strengths, developing a winning strategy is easy. That's also true with the team at Potsapa State Farm. They know your insurance and financial situation isn't exactly like anyone else's, but like a great coach, they help you create a strategy to meet your individual needs. See your local team at Potsapa State Farm Insurance, 1315 East Wells and Pierre, or call 224-4173.
And coming up tonight on the Potsapa State Farm Insurance pregame show, we'll have our regular features, the conversation with our coaches, the keys to success. We'll have the lineups. We'll fill you in on the seating standings, go around more. That's on the Potsapa State Farm Insurance pregame show. We're in the Smith Broadcast here at Washington High Gym for tonight's match. And our broadcast booth sponsor each and every game of Governor and Lady Governor Sports in River 92.7 are the folks at Smith Plumbing of Pierre. Let's listen to this from your friends at Smith Plumbing.
Plumbing needs 224-4770, and we'll take care of you.
And we'd like to thank folks at Smith Plumbing for being our broadcast booth location sponsor once again this year for Pierre Governor and Lady Governor Sports. Well, Sioux has swept the first two matches in the JV match, but Sioux Falls Washington will trail games to 1. And then in the sophomore C match, which just concluded a few minutes ago, it was Sioux Falls Washington sweep 2 games. Washington comes in 20-2 on the season, a 10-match winning streak under their belt. The Lady Governors coming off a 3-0 setback at the hands of Watertown on Tuesday night, 7-9, lost 4 straight, trying to get back into the win column. We'll take our first break on the Potsdam State Farm Insurance pregame show.
Inside the Ramco Hotel in Pierre has been delighting taste for years. Whether you want breakfast, lunch, or dinner, the River Center Cafe is the place to go. They're now featuring a brand new menu with delicious new entrees, as well as favorites like the Hawaiian chicken salad. The Ramco Hotel is remodeling and has a fresh new look in progress. Gathering place for years. The River Center Cafe, located inside the Ramco Hotel in Pierre. Relaxing dining with a view of the Missouri.
It's quick and easy. Any tool could do it. Calling 811 gets your underground utility lines marked for free.
Hey, safe digging is no accident. Always call 811 before you dig.
This message brought to you by Montana Utilities.
The attorneys at May Adam Law Firm have been serving South Dakota clients' legal rights. Call May Adam at 224-8803 and ask for Katie, or visit our website, mayadam.net.
Plumbing of Pierre. Kelly Schrader, head coach for Streak, and you've had a lot of consistent play all year long.
We've put there. We had a few lineup changes at the beginning of the year, and we by the last 10 to 12 matches we've had the same lineup. And we went up to Fargo and played really well, and hoping to finish the season off coming in strong into November.
I think playing that you can go out of state, that really helps you.
Yeah, it's huge for us. We're after tonight, we go down to Sioux City on Saturday, and we're going to play. Again, we're going to play some of the toughest in Iowa. We're going to play Unity Christian. Unity Christian will play, and they're number 5 right now in 2A in Iowa, and then we'll turn around the next game and play Buck, who's number 1 in 4A down in Iowa. So it'll be a good weekend.
You've got some size on your front line at the net, and that was in handy.
When you got, I would say on average our front line is 6 foot, so that definitely helped. Now you can get over top of some blocks, and then on the flip side, just makes the attackers on the other side think about what they have to do a little bit more.
Are you on the side hitting team over the net, or can you hit middle side both?
Really, we're effective everywhere. Our middles are doing well.
Both indoors and out, whether you're creating a traditional or modern space. Contact Olson Plumbing of Pierre.
Chris White, head coach for the Lady Governors, joining us. Coach, it's been a while since you won a match. You lost 4 straight, got beat 3 in Watertown the other night. Kind of took it to you, didn't they?
They were closer. The first one, we were tied, going into the 20s, and just made a few mistakes at the end. That second set, we actually had our opportunities in that one too, and pushed them a little bit. The third's a little slowness, but we're playing with them pretty good and playing some good volleyball.
You're just really struggling to put some consistent, things together to win a match.
Yeah, we play well up to 18, 20 points, and then, if a mistake goes there, one way and heads drop a little bit and we just the way we'd like to. But there's good ball points we keep trying to make to the girls. We're playing pretty good. It's just the ability to finish we got to continue working on.
Of course, a part of it is the level of competition that you're going up against has kind of stepped up in the last 4 or 5 matches.
Yeah, you look at who we're playing the last couple, and these are some of the best teams in the state, and that's who you really want to be able to measure yourself against. And opportunity we're capable of doing, and I thought in Watertown we represented ourselves well. They're a great team, and we fought with them, and so there's a lot of things that we can keep our chins up about. But we got another, opportunity here to show that we can play with the best tonight against Washington.
Yeah, Washington's won like 10 in a row. I think they're 20-2, and they've got some talent.
Talent, size, a lot of similarities defensively between the two teams, but the size they have up front is what we are going to have to work with.
They got some size up front, like you say. That's kind of giving you some problems this year.
It is, and when you're a smaller team, you got to do some things to get yourself open, and we got to speed up our offense so that we can work around that block. And that's where that consistency piece comes in. We need to get our offense more consistent, and we got to get it faster so we can work around and use the thing that we do have, which is a lot of speed out there.
That puts a lot of pressure on your back line because they got to get to every ball then.
It does. And that's, after Watertown, we had a lot of people coming up just talking about how scrappy our girls were and how much we were getting to every ball. But it's going to be the same thing tonight. We're going to have to move in the back row, get to everything we can, and make them earn it.
I mean, this is a match you may have to you don't have to play it, but you've really got to keep the mistakes to a minimum.
Yeah, we can't give away any points. I mean, they're such a good team, and they're going to earn enough on their own that we can't give it to them. So playing aggressive but consistent is going to be a key.
Okay, Coach, I'll talk to you after the game.
All right, thank you.
Chris Whiten, head coach for the Lady Governors.
And there you have it, your Olson Plumbing keys to success and the conversation with our coaches, brought to you by Olson Plumbing of Pierre. We'll take a 2-minute timeout on the Potsdam State Farm Insurance pregame.
FirstDakota.com for Opportunity Lender.
Do you know pharmacy at Lynn's Dakota Mart? It's a convenient place to have your prescriptions filled, especially when you can shop for groceries, sporting goods, and all your Good Neighbor Pharmacy fills your prescription. Lynn's Dakota Mart and Good Neighbor Pharmacy offer free delivery and mail out. You're a neighbor at the Good Neighbor Pharmacy inside Lynn's Dakota Mart in Pierre.
This Governor's Sports Moment is brought to you by the independent insurance team at Fisher Rounds and Associates of Pierre. Michael Tweet was one of the most versatile athletes that ever wore a Pierre Governor uniform. On of Pierre's finest. This Governor's Sports Moment has been brought to you by Fisher Rounds and Associates of Pierre.
Hi, I'm Slade Weller, and I'm Pitts Corporation's local branch manager. Pitts Corporation is a commercial architecture, construction management, and construction company serving 65 years here and have over 20 years of construction experience. Up your initial free consultation.
Well, it's time for the lineups, and the lineups are being brought to you by Envirotech of Pierre. Here's Sioux Falls, Washington's lineup, and the girls they'll put on the court tonight. Laura Patterson is a 5'7" outside hitter and a junior. Lily Bartling is a 6'1" outside hitter, a senior. Aspen Langley is a senior setter at 5'9". Mallory Junso is a defensive specialist, a senior at 5'8". And then Pekran Kong, a 6'4" middle hitter and a junior. The libero is Peyton Reimerson. Reimerson is a senior at 5'10". Samaya Jami is a 6'1" middle hitter, a senior. And Alina is a side hitter, a senior at 6'1". The starting lineups for the Sioux Falls Washington Warriors of head coach Kelly Schrader. After we hear this from Envirotech, lineups for your Pierre Lady Governors.
Envirotech makes life a little bit simpler. No matter what the circumstances, no matter what's handed to you, Envirotech has you covered. One call is all it takes to have easy pickup and easy payment. And if you need a second dumpster for whatever, Just call Envirotech at 224.
Junior Maya Keenholz will see some action. She's a sophomore at 5'8". The libero will be Abby Kitts. She's a senior defensive specialist at 5'4". Cody Severin is an outside hitter, 5'8", and a junior. Addie Smith is a inside hitter at junior at 5'8". Emily Hess is a 5'8" outside hitter at junior. Kenzie Gronlund, a middle hitter, a sophomore at 5'9". And Kenzie Cuxhouse, an outside hitter at junior at 5'7". Those are the lineups for the Pierre Lady Governors. And that is the lineups match tonight. And the match lineups have been brought to you by Envirotech of Pierre. We'll take a 2-minute timeout on the Pottsboro State Farm Show and come back with more. You're listening to Lady Governor Volleyball.
It's just such a warm and inviting place.
Edgewood Senior Living.
Why you ask? Credit union services are based off members' needs and not for profit margins. Oahe Federal Credit Union would like to
Just announced that Beck Motor Company 2019 Chevy Equinox has $6,500 in savings.
Now they're taking the colors off of the court with the color guard. Time now to introduce our game officials for tonight's match. The officials are Jennifer Soma and Scott Wagner, and the line judges will be Nancy Keppen and Dean Pearson. And that's the introduction of our game officials, the law on the court, and it's been brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. As they introduce the starting lineups to our crowd, the seedings: Rapid City Stevens sits in the number 1 spot. Sioux Falls, Washington is number 2. Sioux Falls, O'Gorman sits at number 3. Watertown is 4. Huron 5. Mitchell 6. Sioux Falls, Roosevelt 7th. And Aberdeen Central 8th. They would have the home court in the round of 16. Brookings is 9. Rapid City Central is 10. Pierre has fallen to 11. Sioux Falls Lincoln is 12. Harrisburg's 13. Spearfish 14. Brandon Valley 15. And Sturgis 16. If the playoffs were played today, it'd be Pierre in Sioux Falls to play Sioux Falls O'Gorman. This has been the Pottsboro State Farm Insurance pregame show, brought to you by Pottsboro State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Let's pause for 1 minute, and we're back with volleyball from Sioux Falls, Washington, and the Pierre Lady Governors. You're listening to Lady Governor Volleyball.
Experience the difference with Peer Care and Rehabilitation Center. Peer Care and Rehab is proud of their 5-star overall rating according to Medicare.org, the official regulatory body of nursing homes. Along with their 5-star care center, they provide short-term targeted rehabilitation services, close observation, and skilled nursing after illness or surgery. Now accepting applications for CNAs starting at $14.50 an hour after certification. Call 224-8628. Peer Care and Rehabilitation Center, your pathway to independence.
Push it, pull it, drag it to Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. All month, we're giving you at least $2,000 for anything you trade in with an engine that's on 2, 3, or 4 wheels. We don't even care if it runs. Just trade it in at Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre today, and we'll give you $2,000. Push, pull, drag. All month at Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota, 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and go to gatewayflt.com. Nobody, and I mean nobody, beats a Gateway deal. Must purchase from dealer stocks. Some exclusions apply.
You're listening to Pierre Lady Governor Volleyball on your voice, official voice of Governor and Lady Governor Sports, the stations of the Dakota Radio Group, and we're River 92.7 KGFX FM Pierre. We're also on the web at drgnews.com, and the video of tonight's match also can be seen on the Dakota Radio Group's YouTube channel. And we have had some problems with our YouTube feed with losing our signal, but it keeps coming back, so bear with us, I guess. In any event, it will be Pierre and Sioux Falls, Washington meeting up. It'll be the first time in a couple of years. Pierre played Washington 2 years ago in Brookings at the state tournament in the 7th place match. They were beaten in that match. Last year, the Lady Governors were denied a trip to the state tournament, and they are not really in the best of positions right now. They would have to go on the road if the round of 16 were played today. So they need to start putting some wins together, and a win against a good Washington team would be a good start to that. Washington is dressed in their white with some orange, black shorts. They'll be on the right side of the net. Lady Governors traveling green, black shorts on the left side of the net from our vantage point here at Sioux Falls, Washington High School. The flip of the coin was won by Pierre, so it's time for the opening serve. And our opening serve for tonight's match is being brought to you by Comtech of Pierre. Brady Roseland, your technical director back at the station. I'm Rod Fisher. And now they are getting Pierre. There's a little confusion, I do believe, on the Pierre side, but we're ready. It will be Hallie Gronlund serving to start the match, and we're underway, and it's returned by the Warriors. They'll get it on the near side. There's a hit, and the Lady Govs dig that out. Kits with a nice dig. There's a hit, and it's just too far over the back line, and it's 1-0. Sioux Falls, Washington. That hit that time by Cuxhouse, I believe. So here's Washington serving with a 1-0 lead. And getting the serve over was Langley, and the Lady Govs do not return that, and that'll go down for Langley as a ace. And it's 2-0. Lady Governors trailing here in this first game. Langley gets the serve over, back row Kits. There's a set over and hit over by Pierre. Back to the Washington side. They tip it over and tip it over too strong, and that is a hitting error on the Washington Warriors. So Pierre gets their first point in this game one, and it's 2-1. Lady Governors trailing by 1. Serving is Reagan Wiebe. Wiebe will get it over, back row. That'll be returned by the libero Reimerson. Right side, big hit and a kill for Lily Bartling. Bartling is a 6'1 senior outside hitter. Her first kill of the match, and it's 3-1, Washington with the lead. We're just underway from Sioux Falls, Washington. There's the serve over. Lady Govs return that. Jerome, there's the tip over, and Washington responds, gets that. Now they'll hit over from the back row. There's Kits into the middle now, and there's a joust at the net. Still kept alive. Lady Governors, big hit, and a kill for Emery Hess. So Hess gets the kill, her first of the match. Lady Governors cut the lead to 3-2 in game number 1 here at Sioux Falls, Washington High School. Here's the serve by Langley. That is over, by Cody Severin. That's over, and it's in, and it's a service ace for Severin. And the Lady Governors have tied it up at 3-3 now here in this first game. Severin jump serve over, returned by the libero, and mistiming her jump was Laura Pedersen. And Pedersen mistimed it. The ball goes over her. That's some error on the part of Washington. Point for Pierre, 4-3, Lady Govs lead. Severn back row. There's the hit over to the near side, blocked at the net, kept alive. Now they're going to have to hit it over, and they do, but it hits the ceiling, does not go over, and the point goes to the Lady Governors. So Pierre keeping it alive, and now with 4 unanswered points, takes a 5-3 lead. And Severn with the serve. That'll be returned by Bartling. There's a big hit and too strong over the back row or back line by Alicia Elton. And Pierre out to a 6-3 lead here in this first game. 5 unanswered by Cody Severn. There's the serve over. It's returned. Set up at the net. Near side, big hit. There's Pierre returning that one. Gronlund. Right side to Hess. She'll hit it over. Washington is there. Near side, hit over by Samaya Jammy. And the rebound, or the return by the Lady Governors over to the back row. There's a set, Jammy again, and there's the open area, and Jammy will get the kill. And it was not Jammy, it was Alicia Elton. So Elton with the kill. I take that back, it was Jammy.
Garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price.
So Jammy
give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
Sioux Falls, Washington, trailing 6-5. There's a serve over, and that'll be returned by Kitts, but unsuccessfully. It's a service ace for Alicia Elton. And the Warriors have now scored 3 unanswered and have tied the match at 6-6. There's a serve back row, and that's just in. That's a service ace for Elton, her second ace. And now Washington with a 7-6 lead here in game 1. So Elton serves it up and gets it over. Back row returned by Severn. There's a back set and a hit over by the Lady Governors. That was Addie Smith, but Washington responds with that one, and they get a big kill over on the right side. And that's from Laura Pedersen. So Pedersen gets the kill. And it's 8-6 now. Warriors with the lead. Serve is over. That'll be returned, and too close to the net. Not successfully. Washington with the point. 9-6. Lady Governors trailing by 3 now as Washington has reeled off 6 unanswered points here in this first game. There's a serve over. Back row returned by Severn. There's Gronlund setting it up for Hess. Big hit, and that's too strong over the back line. And did it hit a Washington girl? No. Chris Swiden is up talking with the official, but to no avail. Point goes to Washington, 10-6. Lady Govs thought that a Washington girl had got her hand on that ball, but apparently not. So, no, now they do give the point to Pierre. So Pierre with the point. Addie Smith will serve it. And at the net, there's a kill for number 7, Pakrin Kong. Kong with the kill, her first. And it's 11-6 Warriors with the lead. So Washington will serve it once again. I tell you what, once Washington, I think, gets into their rotation and get into the lead, they're going to be tough to stop. Now we have a question at the scorers table. Head coach Kelly Schrader of Washington over there, but they have that straightened around. There's a serve, and that's returned by Severn. Right side, Hess with a big kill, and that is through. Well, they're going to give the point to the the Washington Warriors on a miss hit and out of bounds by Hess. So now it's 11-7. Now they got the score correct. Serve is over, back row. Severn returns it. Right side, Hess with the kill and block and point for Washington. A block of the net by Pakrin Kong. And a timeout taken by the Lady Governors. It's our first Coca-Cola break here in game 1 with the Warriors leading 12-7 over the Lady Governors. Let's take a 30-second timeout and come back. You're listening to Lady Governor Volleyball.
Hey, DQ fans, it's that time of year again. Pumpkin spice is all around. But Dairy Queen is flipping things upside down with the new Pumpkin Pie Blizzard of the month. Enjoy real pumpkin pie pieces blended in world-famous soft serve and topped with nutmeg and whipped topping. It's the pumpkin sweet you've been looking for in a season full of spice. Flip your fall upside high blizzard of the month. DQ. This is fan food, not fast food.
Well, Washington with 4 kills in this first game out of 12 points. That means the Lady Governors making too many hitting errors. Also, they have 3 aces on the serve, so that helps also. Washington will serve. Getting it up and over is Mallory Junso, and the return too strong, and Pierre gets it back over. Now Washington will set it up at the net. They get it over. There's Hess. Right side, going to go for a kill? No. Return by Junso on the back line, and then a hit into the net, and Samaya Jamie comes up short. Lady Governors get the point. Hitting error by Sioux Falls, Washington. 12-8 is our score. Washington with the lead here in game 1. Hess gets the serve over, return back row, and there's a just tip there by Aspen Langley, who will get a kill, and she quickly noticed that open area on the floor between the back row and the front row, and she just kind of guided it there and got it there successfully. 13-8, Warriors with the lead. Serve over. In net, there is Kong with the kill, and she gets it. Severin unable to get under that one. So Pegadon Kong has her second kill. And it is now 14-8, Sioux Falls, Washington. Jamie with the serve into the net. Service error on the part of Washington. Hannah Jerome is in, and through the first rotation, Hannah started serving for the Lady Governors. Serving once again. Here comes the serve. It's up and it's over, and that'll be returned by Reimerson. And there's a big kill at the net in the middle by Lily Bartling. Bartling with her second kill of the match. And Washington with a 15-9 lead here in game 1. There's the serve by Reimerson over, returned into the middle. Wiebe and hits it over, and she'll get a kill. Wiebe with just her first kill of the match, second kill total by the Lady Governors. 15-10 now is the score. Sioux Falls, Washington leading by 5, and Hallie Gromlin into serve for Pierre. Gromlin, a left-hander, will get the serve up and over, and that'll be returned by Reimerson. There's the set into the middle and near side, and kind of got hung up in the net, and that kind of assisted to Bartling, who gets the kill, as that messed up the Pierre block. So it's 16-10, Washington with a 6-point advantage here in this first game. Serving is Langley. She'll get it over, returned by Kitts. Here's Severn on the far side. That'll be dug out by Jamie. Right side, and a hit. There's Kitts returning that one. Now it's just bumped over by Smith at the net, and too strong of a hit that time by Laura Pedersen. She's 5'7", but she has nice leaping ability. She gets way up there and to hit that one over the back line. So the point goes to the Warriors, or the Lady Governors, 16-11, and then a service ace for Reagan Wiebe, as that was unable to be returned by Washington. 16-12, Washington by 4. Wiebe with the serve over, and that'll be another ace. That dropped right in front of the libero, Peyton Reimerson, who gave up on it at the last moment, and Pierre now back to within 3 at 16-13. Served by Wiebe is back row, Jamie into the middle, block at the net. Washington digs it out. There is Wiebe on the back row, set up. There's Gromlin, a kill attempt there by Smith, blocked at the net, onto the Pierre side now. Back set, right side Severn, jamming on the back row. Near side, tips it over, and Pierre will return that one. Now it is Wiebe from the back side, and there is Reimerson returning that one. There's a block at the net, partially deflected, and a point for the Washington Warriors. As it was number 5, Aspen Langley, getting that hit over, but it hit more than one Lady Governor, so does not go down as a kill. 17-13, Washington by 3. There's the set on the near side. Oh, that will be a point, as Emery Hess, I think, mishit that, and it goes off of a Washington girl who was blocking at the net. So it's a kill for Hess, her second, and it's 18-13, the Warriors. They give the point to Pierre, so Hess does not get the kill, as that was a successful block of the net. There's a hit over now. Kitts in the back row returns that. They back set. There's Severn, and it goes on the wrong side of the arrow. Hitting error for the Lady Governors. 19-13 our score. Lady Governors down by 6. Jerome, and returns it too close to the net. Unable to dig that out is Gromlin, and that'll force Chris Swiden to take his second and final time out of this first game. So it's a Coca-Cola break. The Lady Governors trailing the Washington 20-13. We're back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Lady Governor Volleyball.
As you are. At Avera Breast Center, our team of experts create a treatment plan that will work best for your type of cancer, using the latest screening, radiation, and surgical techniques. You also have access to holistic approaches to help with side effects, and a 24/7 call center for answers to your cancer questions when you need them. Learn more at avera.org/breast or by calling 855-697-2592.
.2013 is our score. Lady Governors trailing by 7. Washington serving. Getting it over is Bartling. Back row, and Pierce unable to return that. And the point will go to the Warriors on a service ace for Bartling, and that'll be her first. 4th service ace in this first game. 21-13. Pierre returns that serve. There's the hit over by Smith, or Hess. Returned by the Warriors. Back row, and hitting too strong from the back row was Bartling. So the Lady Governors get the point on the hitting error. And it's now a 21-14 Warrior lead. Severn serving for Pierre. Back row, return. Setting it up on the near side. Jamie with the hit, and she misses. As it hits it too strong over on the right side, out of bounds. Point goes to the Lady Governors on the hitting error. And it's 21-15. Pierre back to within 6. Severn with the serve. That'll be returned. There's a big hit through a block at the net. And that was going up with that block, Kenzie Gromlin, and unsuccessful. So a kill for the Warriors and a 22-15 lead. There's a serve. It's over. There's Kitts returning that one. There's a hit by Severn into the net. So a mistake for the Lady Governors there. And it's 23-15 Washington in this first game. Serve up and back row. Severn returns that. There's the set. Hit over, and Washington's there. Right side kill attempt, and that'll be a successful kill attempt by Samaya Jamie. So Jamie gets the kill, her second kill of the night. And the Warriors are serving for game 1 point, leading 24-15. Here's the serve up and back row, returned by Severn. In the middle and through a partial block, but Washington dug it out, gets it back over to the Pierce side. There's a hit to the back row, Bartling. And there is Kong to get the kill and end game 1. So game 1 is in the books, and Sioux Falls, Washington wins it on the Gales Gas scoreboard, 25-15. We'll take a 2.5-minute break and come back with more here at Sioux Falls, Washington High School. The Lady Governors trailing 25-15 in game 1. You're listening to Lady Governor Volleyball.
Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance, Life Mutual, Standard of Ohio and Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Call the Brittany Shuffle Buying Agency, LLC, with offices in Pierre, Oneida, and Gettysburg.
If your checking account earns little or no interest and charges you ATM fees galore, isn't it a checking account? At Bank West, E-Plus checking customers earn a great interest rate and never pay ATM fees. Can your current checking account do that? Switching to E-Plus is easy. Visit us online at bankwest-sd.bank or work with a friendly staff at one of our convenient locations. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
The River Center Cafe, located inside the Ramkota Hotel in Pierre, has been delighting taste buds for years. Whether you want breakfast, lunch, or dinner, the River Center Cafe is the place to go. They're now featuring a brand new menu with delicious new entrees, as well as favorites like the Hawaiian chicken salad. The Ramkota Hotel is remodeling and has a fresh new look. They invite you in to see the progress. It's been the gathering place for years. The River Center Cafe, located inside the Ramkota Hotel in Pierre. Relaxing dining with a view of the Missouri River.
Hey, new guy. Shovel, right?
Yeah, right. And I'm not exactly new. I've seen some action.
Yeah, what's your story?
Hey, my last gig, I nearly got electrocuted, almost drowned. That guy never called 811 to see if it was safe to dig.
Our guy calls every time he digs.
It's quick and easy. Any tool can do it. Calling 811 gets your underground utility lines marked for free.
Hey, safe digging is no accident. Always call 811 before you dig.
This message Coda Utilities, in the community to serve.
The attorneys at May Adam Law Firm have been serving South Dakotans statewide since 1881. Whether you have questions about family law, you want an estate plan, you need legal advice on a business deal or an agricultural transaction, or you've been injured in an accident, the May Adam lawyers will represent you in life's most important decisions. We are located in Pierre and have been traveling across the state protecting our clients' legal rights. Call May Adam at 224-8803 and ask for Katie, or visit our website, mayadam.net.
Pierre Sports Marketing has been an important part of the success of Pierre Governor and Lady Governor affairs, and some of the sports marketers are Guadalajara Mexican Restaurant, Iceberg Funeral Home, James River Broadcasting, Dakota Radio Group, Maher Law Office, Midco, Olinger Law Firm, Overhead Doors, Say What Designs, Stolken Peterson Lingle, Walty and Jones LLP, Wagner Go, WR Restaurants, Red Rosa, and Midwest Construction. Once again, Pierre Sports Marketers, important to the success of Pierre Governor and Lady Governor Athletics. A 1-0 Sioux Falls, Washington lead as we go to game 2. Washington serving, Aspen Langley will serve, and we are underway. And Abby Kitts, Jerome, and hit over by Gromlin. Back on the Washington side now, there's a set of Bartling, and that'll be a kill. Bartling with her 4th kill.
Complex, but have you ever tried to read a mortgage contract? Think about it.
You've been breaking up, Rod.
I know. I don't know what's going on here.
Okay. 12 seconds.
The more a home buyer knows, the better the home buying experience. Home loans from First Dakota National Bank. We love answering questions. Visit firstdakota.com. First Dakota is an equal opportunity lender.
Well, the Lady Governors get a point, and they trail 2-0. Washington got that last point, but now the Lady Govs get a point on a service error put up by Aspen Langley into the net. So 2-1, Washington with the lead here in game 2. Reagan Wiebe will be serving for Pierre. Wiebe gets it over. That'll be returned by Washington and too close to the net, not being able to get it over. On that particular attempt was Alicia Elton. So the point goes to the Lady Governors. 2-2 our score. Wiebe serving. And that's unable to be returned on Lily Bartling, and Reagan Wiebe has her 3rd service ace. So the Lady Governors with a 3-2 lead. In game 2, they are behind in games 1-0. There's Reimerson returning that one near side and through a block. Hess unsuccessful on that particular block, and that'll be Bartling getting the kill, number 5 on the night for Lily Bartling. And there's a service ace as Kitts unable to return that serve from Bartling. So Bartling gets her first service ace of the night. And Washington with a 4-3 lead. Near side, and there's Hess, and that'll be blocked at the net. Kept alive by the Lady Governors. Hit over by
Fills your
Jerome.
prescription. Lynn's Dakota Mart and Good Neighbor Pharmacy offer free delivery and mail out. You're not a number, you're a neighbor at the Good Neighbor Pharmacy inside Lynn's Dakota Mart in Pierre.
4-4 is our score. Sioux Falls, Washington, and Pierre in game 2. Pierre serving. And it's Cody Severn, and the serve is back row Bartling returning that one. Here's Jammy with the hit, and that'll be a kill for Jammy. Samaya Jammy has 3 kills. Washington with a 5-4 lead. And Alicia Elton serving. Serve is over and unsuccessfully returned by Cody Severn. So a service ace for Elton. That'll be 3 for Alicia Elton tonight. And the Warriors with a 6-4 lead here in game 2. Serve is over, and that'll be another ace, as Cody Severn can't not dig that out. 5 service aces now for Alicia Elton and the Washington Warriors with a 7-4 lead here in game 2. Serve over, returned by Kitts into the middle now, and there was Wiebe, and it was blocked at the net by Kong, and Kong will get the point, and Washington has rolled off now 4 unanswered points and have an 8-4 lead in game 2. Elton serving. Back row returned, back over to the Washington side. Oh, Addie Smith out of self-preservation returned that one, and then she got it over to Emery Hess, and Hess gets a kill.
1940s. He was a member of the state championship basketball team in 1944 and state runner-up the following year. He also helped Pierre win the 1945 state track and field title and went on to the University of Minnesota, where he was a member of the 1948 NCAA champions. Chuck Lindekugel, one of Pierre's finest. This Governor Sports Moment has been brought to you by Fisher Rounds and Associates of Pierre.
Well, there's a big kill right there by Pig Granite Kong, her 4th. And Washington in a 9-5 lead, and Chris Wyden is up, not taking a timeout yet. Now he does. So we have a Coca-Cola timeout taken by the Lady Governors. They trail 1-0, and they're down 9-5 here in game number 2 at Sioux Falls. And let's pause for 30 seconds and come back after this Coca-Cola break. This is Lady Governor Volleyball.
Hi, I am Slade Weller, and I am Pitts Corporation's local branch manager. Pitts Corporation is a commercial architecture, construction management, and construction company serving South Dakota for over 65 years. I am a local peer and have over 20 years of construction experience. With architects, estimators, project managers, superintendents, and a quality group of trade professionals on staff, Pitts Corporation is ideally set up to assist you with future building needs. Please call 223-
Sioux Falls, Washington with a 9-5 lead here in game 2. They have a 1-0 lead in games, and they will be serving. And Washington just kind of taking over right now as Mallory Junso will serve for the Warriors. Lady Governors really don't have an answer. Here's Junso with a serve. He'll get it over, and that's Severn returning that. There's a block, or Keenholz, and she kept it alive, and there's going to be another point, and Jammy will get a kill, I do believe, for the Warriors. That'll be the 4th for Samaya Jammy, and the Warriors up 10-5 here in the second game. Junzo serving, gets it over back row, Severn. There's the set near side, Hess, and too strong, but he'll give the point to Washington as Hess overpowers it. And it's a hitting error for the Lady Governors. And Washington with an 11-5 lead. Serve over net. Severn returns that. from the back row now. There's the hit over, and that'll be returned by the Warriors. And once again, through a block in the net, it is Pegadon Kong with the kill, and that'll be her 5th of the night. And it's 12-5 Washington. There's the hit over, and Washington will just hit it back over to the Pierre side. This is Keenhold setting it up for Hess and through a partial block, but on the back row, Bartling. There is another kill attempt for Jamie, and it'll be successful. Samaya Jamie has 5 kills. That's 3 girls with 5 kills now for Washington unofficially. They have a 13-5 lead. Serve over, that'll be returned. Now on the near side, Hess blocked at the net by Kong. And another point for the Warriors. And the Warriors just dominating now, taking over. It's 14-5. They have outscored Pierre on this run 10-1. Serve is over by Junso, returned by Pierre. Keenholtz and mid-row, and from the back row it got hit over. Here's Jamie now from a back row hit. Lady Govs return that near side Hess, and that'll be a kill. Emery Hess snuck that one in there. That'll be the 3rd kill for Emery on the night. And the Lady Governors break that string. It's now 14-6 Washington. Hess gets the serve over, returned. Jamie, and middle of the court, Wiebe returns that one. Wiebe goes for the Reimerson. Jamie on the right side, block at the net, kept alive. And they'll have to hit it over from the back row, and they do, but they hit it over too strong. Point goes to Washington. And the Warriors up 15-6 now in this second game. Samaya Jamie serving, getting it over. Pierre returning, near side, tip over, and that'll be a point for Reagan Wiebe. Wiebe has her 2nd kill of the night on that return. 15-7, Washington.
Oh gosh, I enjoy all the entertainment. I like the exercise. I like the food.
Call 494-3400. Edgewood Senior Living in Pierre. This is home.
There is another kill, and that was another big hit from Lily Bartling, who has her 6th kill of the night at the front of the net, and it's a 16-7 Washington lead. There's a serve, it's over. Returned by Lady Governors, hit over there by Cuxhouse. There's a joust at the net. Pierre digs that out, whistle blows, and that is going to be a violation, a 2-hit violation on the Lady Governors. First one of those called tonight. Washington now 17-7 here in game 2. Peyton Reimerson serving, and too strong over the back line. Service error. So Reimerson gives up a point. Lady Governors get that one, 17-8. Washington with the 9-point lead here in game 2. Gromlin serving for the Lady Governors, back row. And there's the hit over. Pierre digs that one out. Washington keeps it alive. And there's going to be a too strong hit on the part of Lily Bartling over the back line. That was close. I thought that was in, but it wasn't apparently. So a hitting error on Washington, 17-9. And there's a tip over and an easy point for Aspen Langley. Langley will get her 2nd kill on a tip. And again, Washington finding that open area of the floor. 18-9, Washington with the lead. Serve is over, returned. And on the near set and getting it over, and that'll be a kill for the Lady Governors, Cody Severin. Severin's 1st kill of the night, as that was through an attempted block at the net by the Warriors. So Pierre gets the point. It's 18-10, Washington with the lead here in game 2. They won game 1, 25-15. Serve is over by Wiebe. Hit over, and Wiebe will return that. And there's Gromlin now from the back row. The Lady Governors just get it over. Now it's Washington, Bartling, and a kill. Lily Bartling with her 7th kill. tonight, and the Lady Governors trailing 19-10 here in game number 2. Back row, and that'll be a service ace for Bartling. Bartling can do a little bit of everything. That'll be her second service ace of the night. 20-10 now. Lady Governors trailing by 10. Bartling gets it over. And there's a tip over by Gromlin, kept alive by Washington, and then too strong of a hit for Severin over the back line, and Washington up 21-10 on that hitting error for the Lady Governors. Bartling serving, getting it over, back row, there's Kitts, and Severin was not, lack of communication there between Gromlin and Severin. Severin was not ready. And Lady Governors hit into the net, and it's 22-10. Near side, Hess owns one away, and that'll be returned by Bartling. Back over to the Pierce side, to back row, Bartling. They get it up to Jammy, and Jammy, there's Kitts returning that one, and now a whistle, and that will be a violation on the Lady Governors. 2-hit violation once again. The same girl hitting it twice in the same motion, and that's illegal. So it's 23-10. Serve over, Severin. Gromlin getting it over, and there's going to be an easy kill for Addie Smith. So Smith will get a kill. That'll be her first of the night. 23-11 our score. Washington returning that one. Then they have to hustle, and they hit a violation, giving the Lady Governors the point, and it's 23-12 now. Severin will serve. Getting it over, back row, returned by Bartling. There's the hit over, and that'll be, there's dug out nicely by Gromlin. Over, Pierre got it over. Washington near side, and they tip it over, and there's through a block, and point goes to Pierre. Lady Governors successful in blocking that one at the net, so it's 23-13 now. There's the serve over, back row, returned by Reimerson. Jammy, and she'll hit it into the net. So a mistake on Washington's part. Pierre now down 23-14 here in game 2. Here's Cody Severin serving for Pierre. Getting it over, back row. They tip it over, and Lady Governors chase that one down. Gromlin hit over by Severin, back row, Bartling. Here's Jammy, and that'll be through a block. Lady Govs keep it alive. And then it's hit into the net by Emery Hess. So a hitting error on the Lady Governors, and Washington with a 24-14 lead, serving for game 2 point. They have a 1-0 lead in the match so far tonight. There's the serve by Elton, returned by Kitts. Right side, and that'll be Addie Smith with her second kill. So Addie comes big for the Lady Governors, getting a kill, making it 24-15. And Smith will serve now for the Lady Governors. Here's the serve over, returned by Bartling. There's the hit, and there's Jammy just punching it over. There's Kitts in the back row for the Lady Govs. Keene holds, Hess blocked at the net, kept alive by Pierre. There's a hit over by Severin, returned by Bartling. Right side, Jammy through a block, kept alive by Severin. On the near side, there's Hess with the hit and a kill. Emery Hess getting the kill, her third tonight, and it's 24-16. Lady Governors on a bit of a run here. There's Bartling returning that serve. Here is Jammy again, and she puts it away, and Jammy will get the sixth kill of the night, and Washington wins game 2. So on the Gales Gas scoreboard, with 2 games in the book, our score, Sioux Falls, Washington with a 2-0 lead, leading 25-15 and 25-16. Pierre Sports Marketers, an important part of Pierre Governor and Lady Governor athletics success in recent years with the money they raise for Governor athletics. And some of the sports marketing founders are All Around Graphics, American Bank and Trust, Anderson Dental, Avera Medical Group, Bank West Incorporated, Beck Motors, Brittany Scheffelbein Agency LLC, Kathy Sunshine Properties, Comtech, Dairy Queen, Delta Dental, First Dakota National Bank, and Gateway Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota. Pierre Sports Marketers, a big part of Pierre Governor and Lady Governor success. We're back in 2 minutes with Game 3. You're listening to Lady Governor Volleyball.
Looking to do good this holiday season, but never...
2 minute break?
Yeah, two.
Two?
Yeah.
Okay.
For a small fee, you can skip one or all of your loan payments for either the month of November, December, or January. A portion of that fee will go to support a local charity. Just one way you can help us make our community a better place. Stop in and see us at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre.
Take 20% off MSRP on a brand new Chevrolet? That's right. Just announced at Beck Motor Company in Pierre, new 2019 Chevy Equinox has $6,500 in savings. 20% off on a Chevy Silverado is over $10,000 in savings. These are the discounts you've been waiting for. See them all online at beck-motors.com. Call us at 224-5912 and hurry in. Our price is your price on all remaining 2018 Chevrolets in stock. Chevrolet, find new roads.
Good morning, TMA. This John.
TMA top-notch service begins the moment you call for an appointment. John at TMA believes in customer service and quality work. When you need tires repaired or replaced, TMA is the place to go. Just remember, if it's round, rubber, and rolls, it's at TMA. You can count on TMA for all of your automotive needs, from tires to mufflers to all automotive repairs. Call TMA at 224-6167, and your service begins with...
Good morning, TMA. This John. May I help you?
Experience the difference with Pierre Care and Rehabilitation Center in Pierre. Pierre Care and Rehabilitation Center is proud of their 5-star overall rating according to Medicare.org, the official regulatory body for nursing homes. Along with their 5-star care center, they provide short-term targeted rehabilitation services and skilled nursing care after illness or surgery. Our goal is to restore strength and confidence to get you to return to living the life you desire. Call 224-8628. Pierre Care and Rehabilitation Center, your pathway to independence.
Well, the Lady Governors trailing 2-0, and it's been, in this 4-game losing skid, I think there was one 4-gamer they lost, otherwise they have been swept. They're struggling to win games right now, and they're down 2-0 to Washington, and Hallie Growlin will serve to start Game 3, and Pierre has to win now the rest of the night in the next 3 games if they want to win this match. Serve is over, returned by Washington, and there's a kill right out of the gate for the Warriors, and that was Lily Bartling with her 7th kill on the night. 1-0 Washington here in Game 3. It's the first time Pierre and Washington have played in the course of the regular season in several years. Well, I guess they did play last year in Huron in an early or mid-season tournament. There's Kitts returning that one, but that was unsuccessful, and then Wiebe couldn't dig it out. And the point will go to Washington, and Washington's out to a 2-0 lead as Aspen Langley serves it over. Kitts returns that into the middle, Wiebe, and she'll get a point through a block. Attempted block by Elton, and Wiebe hits it right through there, and Reagan Wiebe has her 3rd kill tonight. And it's a 2-1 Sioux Falls Washington lead. There's a serve over, and that'll be a point for the Lady Governors as Cody Severin will get basically a service ace that was unable to be returned. It went straight up and hit the roof and came down, and nobody else was there to get it. So Severin with her 2nd service ace of the night and a 2-2 tie. Back row Bartling. There's a kill in front of Abby Kitts. Bartling with 9 kills. 9 kills. Or is it 8? They've got 8 on the official board for her now. Bartling serves. Wiebe, Kitts, back row, and Reimerson chases that down. There's Pedersen getting it over for Washington, returned by the Lady Governors. There's Hess with a big kill, and she gets it. She winds up and hits it through an attempted block. So Emery Hess has her 4th kill tonight, leading the Lady Governors in that statistic. And Pierre has tied the Warriors up at 3-3. Wiebe serves it, gets it over, and then Washington returns it, and Pedersen gets the kill. Laura Pedersen's second kill of the night, making it a 4-3 Washington lead here in game 3. Serve is over, back row, Severin. Right side, Hess, block at the net. Hess keeps it alive. Into the middle, Smith. She'll just bump it over. Bartling chases that one down. And there's a block of the net that goes out of bounds, and that'll go down as a kill for Pettigan Kong. And that'll be her 6th kill of the night. So Kong with 6 kills in the middle. Serve is over. There's 7. There's the back row hit, and Kong blocks that one at the net. Here's Kitts. Severn mishits it, and the point goes to Washington on the hitting error for the Lady Governors. 6-3, Washington leading here in game 3. They have a 2-0 lead on the match. Serve is over, and that's a service ace as Alicia Elton drops one right in front of Abby Kitts, and that'll be 4 service aces for Alicia Elton. Serve, Kitts returns that one. And there's Hess, blocked at the net, back on the Pierce side. And then a kill by number 25, Kexi Cuxhouse. So Cuxhouse on the right side getting the kill. And the point for the Lady Governors, and she will serve. It's 7-4, Washington with the lead here in game 3. Cuxhouse gets a serve over, back row. And there's a big kill by Kong once again. Kong, no doubt about it. She has 7 kills on the night. And it is now a 8-4 Washington lead. Back row, returned by Severn. There's the set right side and a block at the net on another point. Hess tries to hit it through and Kong blocks it high. And she cleared the net, and here's Kong. She's at 6'4", and she's got good leaping ability. She blocked it elbow high. 9-4, Warriors with the lead. Back row, Cuxhouse gets it over. Returned by the Warriors. There's a hit, and that's just a little bit beyond the back line. Samaya Jammy going for the kill. So the Lady Governors get the point. They trail 9-5 here in game 3. Hannah Jerome is back in for Pierre. And Jerome will get that serve over. That'll be returned. Near side and block at the net. Lady Govs keep it alive though. And that's hit over by Jammy, and she'll get a kill as she found the open area. Kitts could not chase it down. So Jammy with the kill. That'll be her 7th on the night. That's one girl with 8, 2 with 7 in the kill category for Washington. Jammy gets the serve over. Back row, Cuxhouse will hit it to Ryerson, and there is Ryerson unable to return it and running out of room, and unable to get there is Aspen Langley. So the Lady Governors get the point, and it is a 10-6 Warrior lead. There's a serve over. Jammy in the middle now, and that'll just be hit over by Washington. Jerome in the middle, block at the net on Wiebe by Kong. There's another hit through a block and back over to the Pierre side. That return was too strong, and Pierre was there. And Severn and Wiebe both return it and get the point, and Wiebe will get credit with the kill. 4 kills for Reagan Wiebe. 10-7 our score. Washington leading here in game 3. And then through a block attempt, it's another kill for Kong. So Pittigan Kong has her 8th kill. And the Lady Governors trail by 4 at 11-7. Serve just gets over, and there's Lady Govs unable to dig that one out. Severn tried to, that ball hit the top of the net and it just died, and it died on the Pierce side, and Severn was unable to dig that one out. So Ryerson has her first service ace of the night. There's a hit over, and that'll be returned by Jammy. Jammy will hit it over, and that'll be returned by Cuxhouse, but too strong. And Washington gets the point as Alicia Elton puts it down, and that'll be her second kill on the night. So Elton with the kill. And the Lady Governors down now by a 13-7 score. There's another block at the net. Lady Govs cannot control that one. Severn. Wiebe returned that. It was blocked. Severn got her hands on it. The ball goes back, and it's 14-7 now. Washington with the lead. Jerome, there's a nice tip and a point for the Lady Governors. And that was Maya Kienholz. Maya getting her first kill of the night. 14-8, Washington. Leading by 6 here in this third game. And it's a nice dig there. Washington kept it alive, got it back on the Pierre's side. Pierre hits it over, too strong, and the return was into the net. And unable to dig that one out was Aspen Langley. And the point goes to the Lady Governors. 14-9 now, Washington with a 5-point lead. Gronlund gets the serve over. And there's a nice keep alive there by Wiebe, but the hit into the net by the Lady Governors. Cuxhouse, not strong enough, hits it into the net, and it is a 15-9 lead for Washington. So here's Washington serving, and getting it over is Aspen Langley. And the Lady Governors have to scramble, and they cannot get it down as Severn. Jerome ran out of room to get to it. And the point will go to the Warriors. 16-9 now is our score. And there's a service error into the net, Langley. So, Pierre gets the point. 16-10, Washington leading. Serve over by the Lady Governors. There's a hit into the net. A weak hit that time by Laura Pedersen. Point goes to Pierre. And the Lady Governors with a 16-11 lead. Severn serving, gets the serve over. That'll be returned by Bartling. Reimerson, near side Pedersen, back row now to the Pierre. Side of the net, there's a hit and a kill attempt by Wiebe, chased down by Washington. Back to Kitts in the back row. Right side for Hess, and through an attempted block, Reimerson keeps it alive. Jammy hits it over. Here's Kitts now into the middle, and a hit over by Severn. Kept alive by Washington. And here's Severn returning that one back to the Washington side, and that'll be a tip. And the Lady Govs dig that one out, getting it back to the Washington side of the net. There's another hit through an attempted block, and the Lady Governors are there once again. And there's a hit by Hess, kept alive on the Washington side. And there's a hit by Pedersen. This is a nice long rally and volley here. Right side, block at the net, out of bounds. Point goes to Washington. So the Warriors get the point. No, the Lady Govs get the point. Lady Governors will get the point. Now the linesman will talk it over with the platform official, and now they'll give it to Washington. Now Chris Swyden wants to know, Washington is given the point, and I thought that's probably what it should be. 17-11, Washington with the lead. Back row, there is Severn, and there's a block at the net, and another successful block by Alicia Elton. Lady Governors hitting it right into those blocks and unable to go around them or over them. 18-11, Washington with the lead. There is Severn chasing that one down, and there is going to be a kill by Emery Hess. So Hess will get the kill. That will be number 5 on the night for Emery. And the Lady Governors get the point. They still trail 18-12 here in game 3. They trail 2-0. Into the middle now. Hit over by Jammy, and Severn will hit it back from the back row, back over, but too strong on the near side over the sideline. And the point will go to the Washington Warriors. 19-12, Washington with the lead. There's the serve. Back row and in. Just in. Keenholz and Kitts watched it just drop in front of the line. So a service ace that time for Alicia Elton. And that'll be her 6th tonight. Kitts returns that one now. Right side, Hess. And that'll be too strong over the back line. And it's now 21-12. Washington starting to take over this match once again. They're 4 points away from winning their 11th straight, and they're 21st in the season. And there's a nice return, but the ball hit the net. Severn laid out for it, but came up short. Washington gets the point, 22-12. There's the serve into the net. Point goes to the Lady Governors on a service error that time by Alicia Elton. So 22-13, Washington with the lead here in game 3, 3 points away from winning this match. Kenzie Cuxhouse will serve it. Lady Governors on the verge of losing their 5th straight. There's going to be a violation, I believe, and that will be on Washington at the net over the line. So the violation gives Pierre the point, and it will be Cuxhouse serving again, gets it over, returned. And there's a big hit by Kong. Returned by Pierre, though. And now to the near side, there's Jamie, and Pierre cannot chase that one down. And that point will go for a Samaya Jamie kill. That'll be her 8th of the night. And it's 23-14 Washington. Serve is over, back row, returned by Severn. Near far side now to Hess. Reimerson returns that one. Here's Jamie, block at the net. A successful block at the net by Hess that time. And the point goes to the Lady Governors. 23-15, Washington with a 2-point advantage. 2 points away from winning this match. Here's the serve by Jerome, it's over. There's the back set and a big hit there by Kong, but returned by the Lady Governors. Now it's to the back row. There's a set. Kong again, and another big kill. Big one, Kong getting another kill. And now Washington serving for match point with a 24-15 lead. They've won 25-15 and 25-16. And they're up here 24-15. So Samaya Jamie serving, getting it over, back row, returned by the Lady Governors, right side, and tipped over by Severn. There's another back set, and that's too strong by Kong, as she had a little bit too much oomph on that one over the back line. Hitting her on Washington, the point goes to the Lady Governors. So Addie Smith will now serve with the score 24-16. Serve, back row, and here comes another big kill. At the net and kept alive by Washington to the Pierre side. There's a set by Keenholz. Severn blocked at the net. There's Jerome. Back setting now, hitting it over is Wiebe, and she'll get a kill. Reagan Wiebe with her 5th kill of the night for the Lady Governors. And it's now 24-17. Serve is over, returned by Washington. Here's a kill attempt by Kong, blocked at the net by Wiebe. Point goes on the Pierce side as the ball fell on the Washington side of the net, and it's 24-18 Washington. The lead down to 6. There's a serve, back row, return, and they just tip it over. There's a nice dig that time by Smith, blocked at the net by Washington, kept alive by Wiebe. Back row now, there's the hit, and that will be the point as Kong puts it away. And the game has come to an end. Washington Warriors have won their 11th straight. The Lady Governors have lost their 5th straight. And the final score on the Gales Gas scoreboard tonight, Sioux Falls, Washington in a sweep, 25-15, 25-16, 25-18. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, come back with the McDonald's postgame show. You're listening to Lady Governor Volleyball.
Push it, pull it, drag it to Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. All months, we're giving you at least $2,000 for anything you trade in with an engine that's on 2, 3, or 4 wheels. We don't even care if it runs. Just trade it in at Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre today, and we'll give you $2,000. Push, pull, drag. All month at Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota, 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and go to gatewayflt.com. Nobody, and I mean nobody, beats a Gateway deal. Must purchase from dealer stocks on exclusion supply.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The garage doors. The overhead door company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste. Full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. The doors can give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
Hey, DQ fans, it's that time of year again. Pumpkin spice is all around. But Dairy Queen is flipping things upside down with the new Pumpkin Pie Blizzard of the month. Enjoy real pumpkin pie pieces blended in world-famous soft serve and topped with nutmeg and whipped topping. It's the pumpkin sweet you've been looking for in a season.
Even though I know I shouldn't. But all that changed when Avera started offering Avera Now. Like use my phone or computer for a video visit to see a provider. Anywhere, 24/7. And if needed, they'll send in my prescription. This changes everything. And it's Avera, so I know it's high-quality healthcare, and now the most convenient. Learn how to begin at avera.org/now.
Well, the Lady Governors fall in 3 straight. They have dropped 5 in a row now as Sioux Falls, Washington wins it 25-15, 25-16, and 25-18. This is the McDonald's postgame show brought to you by McDonald's of Pierre. We'll listen to the postgame, including a visit with head coach Chris Wyden.
McDonald's in Pierre is hiring. This is Stacy Lee, the general manager of the Pierre McDonald's. We are offering flexible scheduling, advanced along with great wages. McDonald's in Pierre wants you. McDonald's in Pierre is looking to add more talent starting at $10 an hour. Plus, McDonald's Archways to Opportunity provides eligible employees online program to get your high school diploma for free. Tuition assistance up to $3,000 a year and scholarships. Apply online at mcdonalds.com/careers or stop in at McDonald's in Pierre.
Well, the Washington Warriors, too much offensive firepower at the net. They had 2 girls with double-digit kills and another one with 8. That was a total of 28 kills on the night. Lily Bartling led the way with 10. Pigrin Kong finished with 10, 8 for Samaya Jammy, and then it was 2 apiece for Alicia Elton and 2 for Laura Pedersen. The kill factor, too much for the Lady Governors to overcome. For the Lady Governors, they got 5 and from Reagan Wiebe, 2 kills from Addie Smith, and 1 apiece from Maya Keenholz and Cody Severin. The service ace category was a big plus factor in favor of the Warriors, with Alicia Elton getting 6 of them, and that was 1 more than the entire Lady Gov team, as Reagan Wiebe had 3 for Pierre in that particular category. So the Lady Governors, they got with them early in the games, but then Washington would just take over, run off big strings of points, and Washington wins it in 3, 25-15, 25-16, and 25-18. As we await for Lady Gov head coach Chris Wyden, let's take another 2-minute timeout and come back on the McDonald's postgame show. You're listening to Lady Governor Volleyball.
If your checking account earns little or no interest and charges you ATM fees galore, isn't it time for a new checking account? At Bank West, E-Plus checking customers earn a great interest rate and never pay ATM fees. Can your current checking account do that? Switching to E-Plus is easy. Visit us online at bankwest-sd.bank or work with a friendly staff at one of our convenient locations. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
The River Center Cafe, located inside the Ramkota Hotel and Pier, has been delighting taste buds for years. Whether you want breakfast, lunch, or dinner, the River Center Cafe is the place to go. They're now featuring a brand new menu with delicious new entrees, as well as favorites like the Hawaiian chicken salad. The Ramkota Hotel is remodeling and has a fresh new look. They invite you in to see the progress. It's been the gathering place for years. The River Center Cafe, located inside the Ramkota Hotel.
In the community to serve.
Since 1894, Ameriprise Financial has worked for their clients' futures, helping millions of Americans retire on their terms. I'm Rick Doctor, a financial advisor with Leiden & Associates, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. I remain true to the vision of always putting clients first. I am ready to help you get where you want to be. Office is located in Northridge Plaza, Pierce, South Dakota. Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Well, Coach Schweiten's still down on the court, but he is expected to make his way up here to visit with us. Let's take a look at our big play of the game first off, and feel like there are several big plays, most of them on the Washington side. But the big play of the game is brought to you by Hermanson Endodontics. And we'll listen to this, and then we are back with our big play of the game.
Dr. Brian Hermanson is proud to return home and serve Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that's not only comfortable but has a quality first emphasis. They believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, they can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Well, our big play of the game is how Washington, in all three of the games, really, Pierre started out well. I mean, they were tied at 4-4, I think, in all three of the games, and then Washington would run off a string of points. They'd run off 6, 8, 10. In one game, they ran off 12 straight points. And the Lady Governors just never did have an answer. And those 6 service aces, I tell you what, by Alicia Elton was a big factor in that, as the Washington Warriors win their 11th consecutive match, and the Lady Governors have dropped 5 straight. But those big runs in each of the 3 games by Washington is the Endodontics Hansen, or the player of the, big play of the game. The big play of the game is brought to you by Hermanson Endodontics of Pierre. Well, Chris Schweiten has made his way up here, and Coach, kind of another long night for you. Boy, Washington has got some talent, don't they?
They do. I mean, athletes and some size that caused some issues for us. But, you know, there's a lot of things that we did that didn't help our cause out, and that was things to look back on and improve on.
What were some of those things that you're pointing out here?
Serve receive. Serve receive is the biggest one. And, you know, I thought we looked a little frazzled to start off with, just a little hesitant to take some of those hard hit balls. And once we got on our heels, then it made for a long night.
Tell you what, Washington has an impressive trio of girls, though, that can put the ball away and put it away in a hurry.
They do. You know, they're really good. I mean, all 3 of them are doing a great job making it tough for us defensively. And, you know, we get it out of system with that serve receive. Even if we would get it over, it wasn't hard enough to make them get out of system. And so then they're running all sorts of stuff across the net. And, you know, we're struggling to get up to where they were hitting it from and made it tough for our defense. But it all starts with serve receive and controlling the things we can control.
Still in a couple of games, though, I mean, and they would run off strings of points. I think one game they ran off 11 or 12 unanswered on you, but you would always kind of battle back and make it at least respectable.
There's a lot of good things that this group does, and that, the smiles, the fun, they're competing hard. Even at the end there, we're down a bunch and we get a block and they're cheering and getting after it. We competed and fought hard and didn't give up the whole time. There's a lot of positives to look at with this, and that's the thing that we talked about in the huddle afterwards. Is once we settled down, especially I thought the second part of that third set, our serve receive got a lot better and we were able to fight to come back. But it's starting in the hole that cost us, and that battle's between the ears, because it was a little hesitant to start off with. Well, once you settled down and decided you wanted to pass, I thought that end of that third set we were passing well and getting some good swings and moving people around, and that's when the energy picked up as well.
Well, you've got some time here now. I think your next match is next Friday night?
Yep.
You come back here to Sioux Falls to take on Sioux Falls Lincoln, but again, you can work on some things and maybe give your girls a little bit of rest to get their legs ready for the final run.
Yeah, and that's going to be huge. Looking where we're sitting and the rest of the season here, we got 3 matches coming up that we need to go out there and start playing our best ball here at the end of the season. And we feel like we've had stints where we played with pretty much everyone. It's just that consistency factor that we keep talking about. So there's a little ownership that each one needs to take and going, I need to do this better the next time I step out on the court, and make some changes, get back to it. But when we come back here next Friday, we need a win. And then we got Brookings for senior night the following Tuesday, and Huron to finish up. So those are 3 big matches, especially looking at seeding, that we got to go out and play well.
Okay. Coach, thanks for coming up.
All right, thank you.
Chris Wyden, head coach for the Pierre Lady Governors. Well, it's time for our Player of the Game presentation, and our Player of the Game is being brought to you by Cowboy Country Stores. We'll listen to this, and then we're back with our Player of the Game.
There's a reason they call it Champs Chicken. It knocks out the competition hands down. Stop by Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre and pick up a 12-piece bucket of chicken for just $17.99. Cowboy Country Stores feature pizza, appetizers, coffee, cappuccino, lattes, and freshly baked pastries. Cowboy Country Stores on Harrison and in Fort Pierre also serve breakfast starting at 5 a.m. Eggs, omelets, breakfast meats, toast, and breakfast pizza. On the go to sporting events, activities, or just to the field, Cowboy Country Stores always feature great foods and coffee. Convenience with a capital C. Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre.
Well, our Player of the Game presentation for tonight that we are going to award. Reagan Wiebe had a nice game for the Lady Governors, and Emery Hess finally came alive and got some kills. But that Sioux Falls, Washington front line right along the net. Lily Bartling with 10 kills, 8 for Samaya Jammy. That was impressive. But Pickering Kong seemed to be the girl when she came into the game. She turned the tide at 6'4" and a junior, and she can get up in the air. And she came in, and that's when they ran off the 11 straight points in the one game, and they did that all 3 games. So Pickering Kong of Sioux Falls, Washington, is our Player of the Game, and for being named Player of the Game, she'll be receiving a T-shirt noting her accomplishment of the game tonight. Pickering Kong of the Sioux Falls, Washington Warriors, your Cowboy Country Stores Player of the Game. So the Lady Governors have lost 5 straight as they'll take a week off. They're back here next Friday night against Sioux Falls Lincoln, and we'll be here to provide coverage of that match here on River 92.7. So join us for that. My colleague Brian Oakland will be making the call. That'll be a week from tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, we've got high school football. The Pierre Governors are taking on Sioux Falls Roosevelt at Howard Wood Field. The kickoff is set for 5. Our pregame coverage will begin at 4:25. It'll be an interesting matchup of the top-rated 11 AA Governors and the 4th-rated Sioux Falls Roosevelt Rough Riders, who have lost 2 straight. So join us for the coverage tomorrow night at 4:25 from Howard Wood Field and Pierre Governor football. Brady Roseland has been your technical director back at the station. I'm Rod Fisher. Thanks so much for joining us for Pierre Lady Governor Volleyball tonight. And Lady Governor Volleyball has been brought to you by Bank West, by Pitts Corporation, Fisher Rounds and Associates, and Lynn's Dakota Mart, by First Dakota National Bank, by May Adam, Montana Dakota Utilities, Ramcota Hotel and Conference Center, and by Arby's. Lady Governor Volleyball is also brought to you by Beck Motors, Avera Medical Group, Dairy Queen, Overhead Door, and Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota, by Pierre Care and Rehabilitation Center, TMA, Milwaukee Federal Credit Union, and Edgewood Senior Living. And Lady Governor Volleyball has been brought to you in part by Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, LLC, plus our in-game sponsors who bring you Pierre Governor and Lady Governor sports all season long on River 92.7. Again, our final tonight in high school volleyball from Sioux Falls. Washington prevails over the Lady Governors, 25-15, 25-16, 25-18. I'm Rod Fisher. Have a good rest of your Thursday.
See you, Rod. Have a good night.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Yep, bye.